My parents were in Africa. I was sent to a boarding school in England, which I hated. And they were desperate to find an outlet for my aggressive, hostile ways. And they found, quite by accident, they put me in a play, and I was rather good. And the real turning point for me in my life, the first play that I ever saw was a school production of Oedipus Rex. At the age of, I suppose, 12 and a half, 13. That was the very first play I saw. I mean, what a time to see Oedipus, eh? And we had a very strong tradition of drama in this little boarding school down in Cornwall. We put on one good play a year, and because Cornwall was then so far away from any other cultural sort of outlet, you know, we would fill a 1,000-seat theatre for about 5 or 6 performances, or 8 performances in a week, which is quite a lot for a school play. And indeed, we had a tradition of producing quite good actors too. But anyway, I saw Oedipus, and I immediately knew that my destiny was to write the next great tragedies. So I went straight to the school library and got Aristotle on tragedy. Tragedy, then, is the imitation of an action, complete and of some importance, acted, not narrated, in language enhanced by distinct and varying means, and through pity and fear, effecting its purgation of these emotions. I can still remember it. Here's the thing, you should make your children, when you have children, you should make every one of them, from the age of about 5 on, learn a little bit of poetry every day. You're only capable of really learning poetry until you're about 18, and by then it's far too late to start. You will learn, but it drops out. It's the stuff you learn really from about 8 to 17, 18 that seems to stick in the memory. And that's another good reason for going to university, those of you who can't make up your minds, because you really do need 3 years at your parents' expense, loafing around and reading everything and anything. It will give you the bulk of intellectual fat off which you will feed for the rest of your life, and be able to produce silly things like this at some disgustingly great advanced age prior to dropping dead.